let's look at the best products for low porosity, updated version, something to help you build a nice solid routine for the year. And yeah, let's get into it. So step one, let's start with the pre-poo. If you have curly or coily hair, you need to pre-poo before you shampoo. It's a form of detangling your hair to avoid unnecessary knots and tangles and breakage. Less breakage means more length retention. This is my favorite pre-poo, Miss African Pride pre-poo. She is amazing, gives amazing slip. You can also do DIYs with flaxseed or aloe. I also have videos on how I do my DIYs. Super easy, just add in some oil and it will create that slip. The girlies also love the Kinky Curly Detangler. I heard the slip is amazing. So if you don't have the time for DIY, you could do Miss African Pride Pre-Poo or the Kinky Curly Not Today Detangler. It does have some protein in it, so only use this if your hair needs it. It's hydrolyzed protein, so it can fit the low porosity cuticle. So this is good to use if you only want to give your curls like a little bounce back from like a heat style or minor damage. In that case, that would be a good option. Step two, your clarifiers. As a low porosity, you get product buildup super easily, so having a clarifier in your routine is a must, so that your hair cuticles can be free and clean. The Shea Moisture one is good if the product buildup is intense and you really want to clean the out of your scalp. The Curlsmith one is a detox but works as a clarifier, amazing. The Kinky Curly one is more affordable, but definitely gets the job done. And the Olaplex one is good if you style your hair more often with heat and things like that. And this will help with the repairing any minor damage you have. Now for your hydrating shampoos. When you have low porosity, you want to look for hydrating shampoos rather than moisturizing shampoos, because hydrating shampoos add water to your hair shaft, while moisturizing shampoo is more about sealing, so they have moisturizing properties with oils and things like that. So we're looking to add more water into the cuticle versus high porosity that wants to seal in the water to avoid it from escaping. Low porosity just needs help with absorbing more water. So hydrating shampoos increase the water levels, and that's what you need. So these are amazing hydrating shampoos that are very lightweight, that are amazing for low porosity. And these are some moisturizing shampoos that have a lightweight formula. So they're not using heavy oils, or if they are like the Camille Rose one, they're very much diluted, which definitely makes this suitable for low porosity. So after your clarifying shampoo, it's best to do a hydrating shampoo, or you could do these lightweight moisturizing shampoos. But again, you definitely want a hydrating shampoo in your routine, because again, the hydrating shampoo helps with adding water to your low porosity hair. So moisturizing shampoo once in a while, whatever the case, the hydrating shampoo is a must. These are some really good protein-free deep conditioners, so no protein at all. And they have ingredients like honey and aloe, which is amazing for drawing moisture into the hair cuticle. This one has mango butter, which is a very lightweight butter that is amazing for penetrating the low porosity cuticle. And if you have any good suggestions of something that has been working for you, definitely add them in the comments and help the girlies out. And the men too. These are some really good deep conditioners with hydrolyzed protein. So protein broken down into smaller particles that are small enough to fit the low porosity cuticle. So despite popular opinion, protein is not horrible for low porosity. It's just based on how much protein you're using, what kind of protein you're using, and how often you're using it. Like, why are you using it, right? So these are amazing after you've done like a silk press, you've been using a lot of heat, and you just want to give your curls a nice little bounce back, you know, to use once in a while, but not every wash day. And like the Miche one, they have amazing ingredients: honey, babasu oil, very lightweight oils. You know, again, honey is amazing for drawing in moisture. The Melanin Hair Care one, she took her time making this deep conditioner, 10 out of 10. Manuka Honey Intensive Hydration one, again, amazing deep conditioners with hydrolyzed protein if your hair needs a little bounce back. Now that we're partially done with wash day, let's now get into your layering method. So when it comes to protective styles specifically, you can either do the LO method or the LCO method. I spoke about this in my previous video. Now the method that you use will be based on what works best for your hair, so you can try both. So the LO method is leave-in and oil. So this is where you will use a creamier leave-in and a lightweight oil. So for light oils, you could use jojoba, grapeseed, almond oil, those type of light oils. That option will be best if you have finer hair or if you easily get product buildup. The LCO method is better if you have dense hair. So it will be leave-in, cream, and oil, but for the leave-in, instead of using a creamier leave-in, you're going to use a water-based leave-in. So like a hair tea or hairspray, and then follow in with your cream and light oil. This helps with avoiding product buildup and also gives you an appropriate amount of moisture retention without weighing your hair down. This is also why it's so cool to learn your hair, because just try both methods and see what works best for you. Now, when it comes to styling your hair, you want to start off with your leave-in, whether it be a liquid leave-in or a creamier based leave-in. Again, this will be based on what works for you. And then follow up with your styling cream, styling gel, or mousse. And this will definitely help you keep the product buildup at a very minimal. So let's start off with our leave-in. So these will be your first layer. These are all protein-free, lightweight, and amazing amazing for low porosity. These are some leave-ins with some hydrolyzed protein, so they're again best to use after a heat style if your hair or curls need a little bounce back. This will be an example of a liquid leave-in, and these will be creamier leave-ins. Or if you really want to get creative and grow your hair this year, you can make your own little hair tea with your favorite ingredients, and this will also be considered as a liquid leave-in. I also shared my hair tea recipe that grew my hair thicker, as well as my updated hair tea recipe that I'm going to use to grow my bald spots, so check that out. Now for your styling products. These are some really good protein-free styling products that you could use for your twist outs, braid outs, curl definition, whatever the case. And these are more creamier, thicker. So if you have low porosity dense hair, this will be amazing if you want to do twist outs. You could also use this in your LCO method, and this will definitely help with more curl definition. It is on the thicker side, but these are products that are using light oils. The Sultanical one uses Murumuru butter, which is very lightweight, which is perfect for low porosity. The Melanin Hair Care one uses shea butter, but they're also using very light oils, which is great for low porosity. So again, this really depends on your hair density and what your hair needs. But these are good if you have low porosity and dense hair. If you have fine hair, I'll stay away from these, or just use smaller portions, very small portions, like not that much, to avoid the product buildup. If you have fine hair, instead of doing a leave-in and this, you could do a leave-in and a gel, or a leave-in and a mousse, to again avoid the product buildup and to avoid it from weighing your hair down. Here's some really good styling gels for low porosity, and they're all protein-free. These are some protein-free mousses as well. And let me know in the comments, when it comes to styling your hair, what layering method do you use? These are also some amazing protein-free mousses that are amazing for low porosity. And these mousses do contain some protein, but again, if you're styling your hair and your curls need a little bounce back, these are some good options. And yeah, that's about it. Now, for those of you who are interested in a personalized hair care routine based on your specific hair type, I'm now offering one-on-one consultations. You'll pick a time and a date. This will be done through Zoom. And you'll also answer a few questions so I can get ready for the meeting. And I also do ask that you list all the specific products that you're currently using so that we can analyze them, see what's working and what's not. And based on that, I'll give you product recommendations and help you with creating a nice, solid routine you can stick to. But yeah, that's all for today. Thank you for watching.